There are 30 young cedar trees that flank the side of the property.
These trees in Cedarvale have been a labor of love for Laura Michaels.
For the first 2 years, they needed to be hose fed. So I sat with them every single day from April to October, and I would hose feed them for a slow 60 seconds.
So you can imagine the shock when she got a letter from the city saying they need to come down.
I panicked. I was really sad and I felt terrified because these are like my children.
The notice was sent to the home near Bathurst and Eglinton from Transportation Services, Permits and Enforcement that states the trees are, quote, a sightline obstruction. Michaels tells CityNews that a bylaw officer told her that they are afraid of an accident that could happen. For instance, a car wouldn't be able to see a young child over the trees. But she believes there are other options rather than chopping down the trees.
You could install a stop sign. You could install a rounded mirror. You could prohibit parking right at the front there.
Michaels isn't alone. Dozens of neighbors, including those who have lived in the area for years, are fighting by petitioning to keep the trees here.
We've had a dog for as long as we've lived here, and we always walk by. We've never had any problems. I've cycled when I was little, and I cycle now that I'm older, and I always feel safe.
I want the city to use common sense, okay? There was an old ugly fence here that obscured the view, and there was not a problem with it. So now we have beautiful cedars, and it's a problem.
I think the precedent is that one person could dictate norms and policies that are counter to the community, and that's never a good thing.
We reached out for a comment from the city. In a statement, they tell us the cedar hedge outlined in the order and located at this site was not planted by the City of Toronto. Though the city's tree planting programs, large growing shade trees are planted along the right-of-way where site conditions are appropriate. When making decisions to remove trees, the city prioritizes tree protection and retention and aims to balance good arboricultural decisions with risk management for the safety of all community members.
If they were cut down, I think I would grieve. And I think a lot of us would too.
Michaels has until Friday to remove 15 of the 30 trees and chop off several feet of the remaining 15 trees. Failure to do so could amount to a $100 fine. However, Michaels and the residents are hopeful that their community effort will lead to more time to figure out another option and save these trees. In Toronto, I'm Rowe for City News.